Mrs. Barber says her husband has been chasing other women for 29 years. Mr. Barber says that was then, this is now. Today on Divorce Court.
All rise. The Honorable Judge Starr presiding.
Hello, everyone. You may be seated.
Your Honor, the case of Barber v. Barber.
Thank you so very much. I'm very happy to have everyone here with me today. Welcome to Divorce Court. Today, we have another case with some tremendous stakes, a marriage that has been nearly 30 years in the making. However, there are allegations of cheating and infidelity that has spanned decades. This is the case of Barber v. Barber. Mrs. Barber, Mr. Barber, I understand you all have been together for 29 years, married for 22 years, and you have 2 daughters together, as well as there are 2 other children from another relationship that actually occurred during the marriage. Mrs. Barber, you've been here before in divorce court.
Yes.
With one of my former colleagues, Mr. Barber, am I correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes.
What brings us back to divorce court today?
Same story, different year.
It's
been almost 30 years. My husband is a liar, a cheater, been doing it all our relationship. And Judge, I'm just tired. Enough is enough. I have divorce papers that he can sign and we can move forward separately because I'm just tired. I'm frustrated at this point.
Ms. Barber, I see before me a plaintiff, a woman that looks like it's enough already. Am I correct?
It's beyond enough.
Mr. Barber, tag, you're it. What do you say to this, sir?
After 12 years, I would have thought by now that I would have gained her trust by now. So I'm just here today to just show my wife that I love her, and I'm willing to do whatever it takes to work on our marriage.
Well, I know that you actually, the 2 of you, petitioned this court for a polygraph examination, and we are going to get to that a little bit later. But I want to find out what makes Ms. Barber say, same problems, different year.
The same lying, same cheating, same everything.
Why don't you take me back? Because I need to be caught up a little bit. How did you all meet? And then take me to how we got to divorce court this time.
Well, we met 29 years ago. Our cousins were friends. They hooked us up. We met. I had a birthday party, my 18th birthday party. He was the only guy that showed up. So that was kind of heartwarming. We clicked from the beginning. We loved each other. It's like it started out as good. Like we were inseparable. He was always there. He was always around. He showed me love, compassion, all of that stuff. That lasted for a few years, and then it started going elsewhere.
So you met when you were teenagers.
Correct.
You were 18, and actually he had just, 20,
I was 18,
21?
He hadn't turned 20 yet.
Okay, and then you dated for, my notes say, about 7 years, and then you got married, is that right?
Yes, ma'am. Yes.
And so we're married, and then tell me what the progression of the relationship was.
Well, when he had been asking me to marry him, and finally we got married. And our daughter came in 2004. We were still in love, we were still doing things, but he's always cheated from day one. Like maybe the first couple years he probably didn't, that I didn't know about, but he's always cheated. He's always lied about it. He's always cheated. He's always had other women.
Mr. Barber, Ms. Barber said that literally from the beginning of the relationship, there was cheating.
No, ma'am.
But there was cheating at some point, am I correct?
Yes.
And that's what brought you to divorce court the first time.
Exactly.
Okay, and I just want to be clear with this.
I'm a changed man, though, Your Honor.
There you go. I wanted to hear from you on that.
I'm a changed man. Nothing is nothing. Everything has changed in the years. 12 years, I've done a lot of different thinking, and my patterns have changed. So I'm not the same person I was 12 years ago.
All right.
Or 27 years ago, as you know.
Well, according to Ms. Barber, because I'm looking at this, when I say this is not your first divorce court rodeo, that's because the cheating manifested itself in 2 other children. So you had a whole other family. We have to.
Theoretically speaking.
Theoretically?
Theoretically speaking.
Well, are these theoretical kids, or
they're here and alive.
16 and 17 years old.
Correct. And
so you've had to deal with.
I've accepted it. It still hurts. It still bothers me, but I've accepted it because I have no choice.
Do you all have a relationship with these other 2 children?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay. But you say the other things that have undermined the relationship, that there's a level of jealousy and pettiness. Can you explain that to me? And I would like to hear what Mr. Barber's response to it is.
He's very jealous. Me and my cousin went to a Halloween party. He wasn't invited. He felt some type of way about it. So instead of him just leaving it alone, letting us go to enjoy ourselves, we get to the party, we see a guy sitting over in the corner, dressed up as Batman. I asked my cousin, I say, is that Nate over there? She said, cuz, it looked like him. It was him, sitting over in the corner. How he got in the party, I don't know. So from that point on, I decided I was gonna dance with, I'm not a dancer, I decided I was gonna dance with the guys, I was gonna be flirtatious. When the party was over, we asked the guys to walk us to the car, just to be petty like he is. By that time, he was gone. When we got outside, I see him in this car on the other side of the parking lot. He comes running over there with no costume or nothing on. Ha, I got you, lying. I said, you didn't get nothing. We knew it was you. Duh. I've been with you too many years. I know what you look like in a Batman suit, Superman suit, whatever suit you're in, I know what you is. So I knew it was you inside of there. Oh, you didn't know nothing.
So, Mr. Barber, why do you think they didn't want you there?
I mean, I believe just because they just wanted to hang out. Like, a lot of times I believe my wife do be wanting to get out, but I just figured like they was just trying to leave me out, and I didn't like that. I don't like to be left out.
Sir, I got to tell you, Mrs. Barber, all the stuff that Mrs. Barber has had to deal with for the last 16, 17 years, she deserves more than a night out. She can go out when she want to go out, and unless you telling me she over there with Larry and Sam kicking it up in a hotel or something.
But that's what they was doing. When I came up to her, they were standing in the parking lot
He's just
talking.
so petty. Like, what point do it make? So he told me he was going to a chess convention. It didn't sit right with me, but I know you love chess. I know you play chess all the time. That's fine. Check his location. Mr. Barber is at a hotel 2 hours away.
Tag, you're it, Mr. Barber.
The conference was in the hotel lobby, in the little hall they had. When I was ready to leave, I lost my phone.
Ms. Barber, you believe that?
Of course not.
Mrs. Barber, I heard what Mr. Barber said, and I want to give him the chance to see if he can earn your trust. But you say cheaters never quit, and I would like to have some evidence. Show me what you mean when you say cheaters never quit.
Okay, he loves to play chess. He plays chess all day on his phone.
Actually, you submitted a picture of
Yeah, he
him
plays chess all the time
playing
on his
chess,
phone.
okay? That's a thinking man's game,
Yeah,
okay?
he's very intelligent and smart, but he's not that smart.
Okay.
I mean,
So what happened with this chess situation?
So he told me he was going to a chess convention. It didn't sit right with me, but I know you love chess. I know you play chess all the time. That's fine. Something told me to check his location. Check his location. Mr. Barber is at a hotel 2 hours away.
Wait, but not the hotel where the chess convention was?
The chess convention was not at a hotel. Mr. Barber wasn't answering his phone, wasn't answering any text messages. So me, being the woman that I am, I'm usually not that type of person. Me and my two daughters get in the car. We drive 2 hours because I have your location. Get to the hotel, he's not registered under any names. There's only 2 floors. So we go to both floors.
Ooh, you are Carmen Sandiego, boy, you be going to find.
While we're on the floors, I call the phone. I hear the phone ring. I knock on the door where I hear the ringing come from. A guy answers the door. Says he found Nate's phone.
Tag, you're it, Mr. Barber.
The conference was in the hotel lobby, in the little hall they have. So we went in there and played chess a few times, conducted my business there. When I was ready to leave, I lost my phone. It was an honest mistake.
Mr. Barber, that's not the truth. Did you go to the chess convention on that day? Yes or no, sir?
Yes, ma'am.
Did you go and hang with anybody else on that day?
No, ma'am.
That had to do with an Airbnb or a hotel or anything like that, or any friends or anything like that?
No, ma'am. No, ma'am.
So you went to the chess convention, you lost your phone at the chess convention.
And came home.
And came home. Ms. Barber, you believe that?
Of course not.
Give me something else.
Me and my daughters got in the car. My daughter picked up a little baby doll shoe.
Your daughters are teenagers.
18 and 19.
Oh, they are grown
Almost
teenagers.
20. Well, the oldest is almost 20 next month. Baby doll clothes in the back on the floor. My daughter was like, Mom, who got a little girl? I say, well, you know, we don't. Y'all don't play with baby dolls no more. At least not that I know of. So I asked him about it. He said it was one of his friend's kids. more than likely it was a female that you're dealing with that has either a kid or a grandkid.
I'd love to hear this explanation.
My wife has been knowing me, as the introduction said, 29 years. She knows a lot of my friends. She knows who has children. She knows who don't have children. I may have been in one of my friends' house. I told her I didn't remember. I didn't say no. I didn't say yes. It wasn't the person that I was dealing with. What I did tell her was it could have been a friend's child, and it may have been. I might have been playing chess with one of my friends.
Mr. Barber?
Yes, ma'am.
Why was it in her car?
Because I may have been playing chess with him, and he don't have a car. He's like, can you take me to the store? Yeah, I'm gonna put my daughter coat on. She's gonna grab her doll or something. And she could have left it. People leave things, you know what I'm saying? Like, I lost my phone. You know what I'm saying? She left her doll.
Well,
Things happen.
you
ever lost your phone, Your Honor?
Not in another man's car. I can tell you that right now.
Your Honor.
No, I mean, I know, because my husband would have some questions.
I didn't leave my phone in the car. I left it at a place that I was doing business at.
Okay.
He left his phone with his friend.
I want to work on our marriage. I don't want her to just believe that the rest of my life she's going to have to not be able to trust me.
This court ordered a polygraph examination. When you stated you were going to the chess convention, was it in order to have sexual contact with anyone that's not your wife?
The polygraph examination result was...
Ms. Barber?
Another incident is he goes to the casino quite often at nighttime. Don't see him till the next morning, the next day. How are you at the casino 10, 12, 13 hours? You only got a couple dollars in your pocket. It only lasts so long. Like, you slept at the casino. I know they never close, but you slept at the casino. You just sat there, you're begging. I mean, what you doing at the casino for 12, 13 hours until the next day when it's daylight outside?
Your Honor, it's Michigan. It's only 3 casinos. They close our city down at 10 o'clock. There's nothing else in our city to do.
There is. It's called go home to your wife. There is something to do in your city.
I love my wife, though, Your Honor. I just want to make sure that at the end of the day, no matter what's going on, after everything's been said and done, I do love my wife. I want to work on our marriage. I don't want her to just believe that the rest of my life she's going to have to not be able to trust me.
Well, she doesn't trust you at all right now.
Exactly, and that's my point. That's the whole purpose of us being here, Your Honor. I just want to get everything understood and get all the skeletons out the closet, and then she'll be able to go from there.
So this court ordered a polygraph examination with my expert witness. Will you please ask the expert to join us now?
Sir.
So when my jurors are sitting there looking like, okay, let me see.
Your Honor.
Hi, Mr. Yarbrough, nice to see you again. Would you please state your name and professional affiliation for the court?
Absolutely. My name is John Yarbrough. I'm a certified polygraph examiner and a member of the American Polygraph Association. I've conducted hundreds of polygraph examinations for law enforcement agencies and other public service agencies, as well as private and public party polygraphs.
All right. Question number 1. Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Barber, when you stated you were going to the chess convention, was it in order to have sexual contact with anyone that's not your wife?
That is correct.
What was Mr. Barber's answer?
Mr. Barber's answer was no.
And what did the results indicate?
The polygraph examination result was no deception indicated.
So he told the truth.
Correct.
There are more questions. Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Barber regarding the baby doll clothes found in your car. Do they belong to the child of the woman you had in your car? Am I correct with the question?
Yes, ma'am.
What was Mr. Barber's answer?
Mr. Barber answered no.
And what did the results indicate?
The polygraph examination results revealed there was no deception indicated to that question.
So he told the truth.
No, he didn't.
The third question. Mr. Yarbrough, we asked Mr. Barber, have you ever stated you were going to the casino in order to have sexual contact with someone other than your wife?
That is correct.
And what was Mr. Barber's answer?
Mr. Barber answered no.
And what did the results indicate?
The results of the polygraph revealed there was no deception indicated.
Hey. I told you, baby. I love
So
you,
he
baby.
told the truth.
Correct.
I love you.
Thank you so much, Mr. Yarber. I appreciate you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Tear them papers up.
Not. Judge, my husband is slicker than a can of oil. He is nickel dime slick. He probably figured out a way to
I knew she was going to say that, Your Honor.
Mr. Barber, that's because I'm looking at your wife, and I'm wondering if you have looked at her recently. Because I have known Mrs. Barber for 30 minutes, and I see a woman who feels beat down and done with feeling beat down. That's what I see. I don't know what you see.
Your Honor, I believe that today should have been a culmination. We should be celebrating today. I'm not a liar. I love my wife, and we should be able to move forward. Everything should be great right now.
So do me a favor.
Yes, ma'am.
Ask your wife why not.
Why are you not celebrating with me, baby? You're not happy
Because love
for me?
is an action word. You can say what you want. How many times have I been at this point? Like, I'm sorry, baby, we're gonna get it together. How many times?
Something tells me, Miss Barber, you walked in here with your mind made up. At the core of everything is the lack of trust. Am I correct, Miss Barber?
I try to trust my husband, and when I do, it just stabs me in the back. Like, I could say, okay, we're good. Then you don't come home till 9 o'clock in the morning the next day.
You know that that's a button with your wife that you stay out all night. Why do you do it?
I do it because I just love hanging out with my friends. Like
What do you love more?
my wife. My
Then,
wife, no question.
Then I'm going back. Why do you
I'll
push that
change.
button?
Like after today, I'll rearrange some things in my life to cater to my wife to make sure she's understanding to how I feel, and I'll try to cater to her. But
No, Mr. Barber, it's not about rearranging anything in your life to try to make her understand how you feel. No, it's not. At this point, to save your marriage, you need to do the things that she wants to do.
That's why today I started with the test. Tomorrow, it'll be more actions. I know words are nothing, so tomorrow, every day, it'll be more actions. I'll do my best to show my wife how much I love her and how much I want to keep her in my life.
I see you thumbing those divorce papers. Miss Barber?
I'm gonna hold on to these. I'm not gonna tear them up. I'm gonna hold on to them, but they forthcoming.
Miss
But-
Barber, are you gonna walk into this hopeful?
I'm very hopeful, and I've always been willing to work it out and make it work. I got married one time, and that's the only time I wanted to get married. I've invested over half of my life to him. So, yeah.
So this is what I'd like to give you the opportunity. Tell Mr. Barber what it is you need for you to tear those divorce papers up.
Love, compassion, understanding, a husband.
I got you, baby.
Ms. Barber, for the first time, I think you shut your mouth enough to listen to what your wife said. Sir, you have a big personality, and you've been the A personality in this relationship for a very long time. Your wife has made you her number one. She's given you children. She's accepted your children from outside of marriage. She's given you chance after chance after chance. You proved today to me that on the issues that she raised, you passed that lie detector test. I trust Mr. Yarborough's expertise. But now comes the hard work. Your rebuilding of trust with this woman that you married all those years ago. So you need to walk in your own truth, sir. If she's going to be willing to give you that opportunity, then you need to be man enough to take it.
I will.
And I don't want to see you back in divorce court.
Never again.
Ms. Barber, I'm hopeful for you. I'm hopeful that you get the husband that you've always wanted. And I'm hopeful, Mr. Barber, that you be that husband that she deserves. We're done here. That's my verdict.
You all right?
Yeah, she brought out some emotions
I see.
that I've been holding in.
I know. All right, baby. It's gonna be all right. I seen you. I say, oh man, we gotta almost get this off. She gonna break down. I seen it.
Made